G'day, I'm Poultry Pete, and today we're going to address the question, which breeds of chickens lay the most eggs? Which ones are the most productive? Well, did you know that the world record for a hen laying the greatest number of eggs belongs to a white leghorn hen who, believe it or not, laid 371 eggs in 365 days. That's ridiculous. Must have had a very sore backside. What I want to do is show you what I consider to be the top breeds for production that are attested to lay the most eggs on average. Okay, so here we go. Let's find the first one. The first one you will know well, it's the Isa Brown. It's one of those modern hybrids that were put together late last century. And we've got a lot of Isa Browns here. So let's have a look at the Isa Brown. Okay, let's have a look at this for a minute. You notice something? Wonderful thing about Isa Browns is they're very easy to catch. They squat. Now, we don't want to be too simplistic about this. We're going to find out how many eggs on average each breed lays, but at the same time, I think it's important that we look at other things that are advantages and disadvantages of having these breeds, so you can be fully informed when you make your choice of breed. So Isa Browns, okay? Isa Browns, pretty much their average is the highest, laying between 300 and 350 eggs per year, which is phenomenal. I call them follicle busters. Okay, the other good thing about them is they're easy to catch. They've got a lovely temperament with humans. They'll squat when you approach them, so they're easy to catch and pick up. But there are some disadvantages, and they are that they are bred to lay so quickly and so rapidly that their productivity tends to drop off rather rapidly after about 2 years. So your first 2 years are great, but after that it kind of tapers away. But beautiful breed to have for kids as well, highly productive. They're probably the most user-friendly, easy kind of breed to keep. So I'd call them number one. So let's put Ginger away. All right. Okay, so that's a hybrid. What we're going to do now is we're going to go on to some of what are called the purebreds. These are breeds that have been bred true to type over centuries, really. And the one number two we're going to visit is called the Rhode Island Red, bred in the US, named after the island of Rhode Island in America, of course. And we're going to look at this little bird. Now, they look similar to Isa Browns in terms of the colouring. And here they are here. So there's a male and two little females. The male's actually holds the frizzle gene. So let's have a look at one of these little girls. Come on, girlies. Come on. All right. Okay, so these will lay between 300 and 320 eggs per year, but they've got some added bonuses. You see, these little girls, unlike the Highlines or the Isas, they'll actually go clucky and hatch out their own eggs. So Isa Browns, they're a non-sitting breed, which means they don't go clucky and they don't hatch out their own eggs. Whereas the Rhode Island Red is almost as productive, and yet they will go clucky and they'll hatch out a little brood for you. The other thing is they are very robust. They will just look after themselves, free range out in the garden. They'll breed on their own, they'll rear their brood on their own, and they're pretty much self-sufficient kind of chickens, all right? So they'd be my number two, okay? Okay, let's go on to number three. Now, this breed is the breed that used to be the main producer of eggs in the Western world. You may recognise them. They're called white leghorns. Now, I don't know if you've ever watched Bugs Bunny cartoons, and there's a character called Foghorn Leghorn, all right? Well, that's him. That's him there. And here's his little wife. White leghorns lay between 280, 320 eggs per year on average, and of course they hold the record. But they were the most popular breed and the producers of most of the eggs that people used last century. There was a change in fashion. These are a Mediterranean breed. They lay a white egg, and white eggs were the popular colour. But last century there was a real change of fashion where people wanted brown or tinted or even chocolate dark brown eggshells. They don't taste any different, but that was just how the culture went when it came to purchasing eggs. So these lay a white egg, and they are just as productive, almost as productive, as these other two breeds. And they used to be the main breed that people used to use for eggs. Now there are other breeds that are on the market and are available that lay quite well. You've got Australorps and Plymouth Rocks. Look them up on the net. Some of the colours are just beautiful. There's a breed called Morans, Barneveldas, Wellsummers. They lay this beautiful chocolate coloured egg which people seem to like. Flavour is no different regardless of the colour of the shell. The one thing that's very popular at the moment is Aracanas. They lay a blue-green eggshell. They're called Easter chickens. They're quite popular too. So look, for my money, Isa Browns 1, Rhode Island Reds 2, and your Leghorns 3. But there are plenty more for you to find out about and purchase. See you later.